Distinction with Donald for weeks, if not months, taking him on directly, and while the rest of the field has been unwilling to do so. You know, the only one else in the field who was willing to take on Donald was Jeb Bush. When I chatted with Jeb a couple of days ago, I said it was really a shame he wasn't going to be on the debate stage anymore because he was the only one other than me that has shown the backbone to take on Donald. So I was glad to welcome Marco to the debate for the first time, but that should have happened earlier. And for whatever reason, the other candidates have been afraid to take him.
Well, to be fair to the other candidates, there's an elephant's graveyard of others who took him on.
There is.
Bobby Jindal, Lindsey Graham, Rick Perry, now Jeb Bush. You have survived, of course.
Well, not only survived, beaten him. And I think the question right now...
No, you beat him illegally.
He lied
and said fucking Ben Carson fucking... And he grabbed the
wrong candidate that they Hillary Clinton. Super Tuesday is the best opportunity to stop. The only candidate who's ever beaten Donald Trump or who's in a position to do so on Super Tuesday is us.
Do you mind?
And so I would encourage everyone who doesn't want to see Donald as the nominee to vote for someone else. That's what Donald wants, is he wants those votes splintered. If conservatives continue uniting behind us, we will have a very strong day on Super Tuesday.
Donald is fucking running this
motherfucker. Go on to beat Hillary Clinton, Bernie Sanders, or whatever socialist the Democrats nominate.
We're going to the fucking 13 states. Super Tuesday. That is fucking
Thanks very much. We're going to have more from our panel shortly, but first, in case you didn't watch the entire debate, I want to quickly welcome our U.S. and international viewers and also give everyone just a sample of some of what we are talking about, have been talking about, and are going to talk about over the next 2 hours, this explosive final Republican debate before Super Tuesday. Take a look.
Well, you're the only person on the stage that's ever been fined for hiring people to work on your projects illegally. You hired some workers from Poland.
I'm the only one of the states that's hired people. You haven't hired anybody. I've hired tens of thousands of people over my job. You've hired
1,000 people.
You've had nothing but problems with credit cards, etc.
Let me say, let me finish.
You haven't hired one person.
He hired.
That is fucking insane.
Few minutes. Megan, this is one of the most boisterous groups that I ever have, and she will not stop no matter what I do with her.
Well, we like her. We like all of them.
She will not stop.
Frank,
but
thank
when we come back, we've got the two funniest moments of tonight, and they were two of the funniest moments of the entire debate process.
Oh, good. Okay, we'll look forward to that. We always need some laughs. So what does this mean for the debate next week in Detroit? Bret Baier is next with some answers on that. Plus, Chris Stirewalt, Dana Perino, Howie Kurtz, and Mark Thiessen are here with what they thought were the best moments and why Rubio's performance tonight may not translate into votes next week. We'll have to see.
I see him repeat himself every night. It says 5 things. Everyone's dumb. He's going to make America great again. We're going to win, win, win. He's winning in the polls. And the lines are on the state.
Now he's just trying to fucking...
Technology.
Like, there's nothing left.
Backpedal.
There's nothing left.
Backpedal.
You got Marco Rubio and then fucking Ted Cruz.
One individual on this stage broke his promise to the men and women who elected him and wrote the amnesty bill. But Donald funded the Gang of 80.
I can only say this, and I've said it loud and clear, and I've said it for years. And many of these people are sitting right in the audience right now, your lobbyists and your special interests and your donors, because the audience is packed with them, and they're packed with you. I had an amazing relationship with politicians, both Democrat, Republican, because I was a businessman. As one magazine said, he's a world-class businessman. He was friendly with everybody. I got along with everybody. You get along with nobody. You don't have one Republican. You don't have one Republican senator, and you work with them every day of your life, although you skipped a lot of time. These are minor details. You don't have one Republican senator backing you. Not one. You don't have the endorsement of one Republican senator, and you work with these people.
Senator Cruz.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
If he builds the wall the way he built Trump Towers, he'll be using illegal immigrant labor to do it. The second...
Such a cute soundbite.
But no, it's not a soundbite. It's a fact. Yeah. Again, go online and Google it. Donald Trump, Polish workers. You'll see it. The second thing about the trade war, I don't understand, because your ties and the clothes you make is made in Mexico and in China. So you're going to be starting a trade war against your own ties and your own suits. All right.
You know what?
Why don't you make them in America?
Their currency.
No.
They devalue their currency.
Well, then make them in America.
That makes it impossible. Well, you don't know anything about business. You
Well, make them in America.
Let me just tell you. They devalue their currencies. China, Mexico, everybody, Japan, with the cars. They devalue their currencies to such an extent that our businesses cannot compete with them. Our workers lose their jobs.
So you make them in
but you
China
wouldn't know
and
anything
Russia.
about it because you're a lousy
Well, I don't know
businessman.
anything about bankrupting 4 companies.
Well,
You bankrupt
I know,
them.
you know what? You know what?
I don't know anything about it.
You know what?
Starting a university.
One at a time.
A fake university.
First of all, one
A
at a
fake
time.
university.
That's called.
There are people
Let
who
me just
borrowed
say that's- hold on, one
$36,000
at a
to
time,
go to
Mr.
Trump University, and they're suing him now. $36,000 to go to a university.
by the way-
That's a fake school.
And by the way,
And you know what they got? They got to take a
I've won
picture with
most
a
of the
cardboard
lawsuit.
cutout of Donald Trump.
And by the way,
That's what they got
I won
for the
most of the lawsuit.
$36,000.
I want to move
And
on.
they
They actually did a very good job, but I
Mr.
won most of the lawsuit. Senator, I want to
Most
bring
of the
it
lawsuit.
Senator Rubio, you accused Senator Cruz in a previous debate of lying when he said that you said one thing in Spanish and another one in English. So in what sense did he lie?
Because it is not true that I'm not going to get rid of DACA. I am going to get rid of DACA. In the Spanish interview, you just read out the transcript in Spanish. I said it will have to end. At some point, that point will be when I eliminate the executive order, and the people who have those permits, when they expire, will not be allowed to renew it. And new people will not be able to apply. In fact, I don't even think we should be taking new enrollees in the program now. That is how the program ends and how you wind it down, is you allow the people who are on it. When the program expires, they cannot renew it, and it goes away. But I will cancel the executive order as soon as I step foot into the Oval Office.
I have to say, he
Senator-
lied this time. He lied. 100%. 100%.
You lied about the Polish
Oh,
workers.
yeah.
You lied to the
38
students of
38
Trump
years ago.
University.
38 years ago.
Oh, he lied 38 years ago. All right, I guess there's a statute of limitation on lies.
Wow, Rubio fucking went
Some
out.
of the remarkable exchanges
I
we
love it.
witnessed over
Yeah.
the last several hours
Those
as he
debates
come.
spin-
I mean, Marco Rubio clearly came ready to try to score points against Donald Trump. Was he effective? Did he land punches?
I thought so. And I got lots of texts all night from friends and other strategists like, this Marco is legit. I got one text saying, welcome to the campaign, Marco Rubio. I thought he was great tonight. The problem, as John has identified and everyone else, is why did it take so long? And you have to wonder, I mean, there's two answers to this. One is, well, they were waiting because, as Jake alluded, this graveyard of former candidates who attempted to do this kind of scared them off. Or did they wait just long enough, right? Where they got through the tough part, waited till sort of the finish line to pull all of this stuff out. I mean, the stuff on Trump University, that's been out there, but no one's really brought it up. Pointing out how Trump's uncomfortable relationship with Hillary makes him a tough matchup against her. That's been out there. Maybe they waited strategically long enough. We won't know until Super Tuesday, but I don't know. I don't know that waiting as long as they did is going to be fatal.
It's like spotting the other team 5 touchdowns. Saying, we're not going to try to score in the fourth quarter.
Until the end.
We're a fourth quarter team. There are 11 states that vote for the Republicans on Super Tuesday. I think there are 13 states that voted all. 11 states that vote for the Republicans on Super Tuesday. Donald Trump is ahead in 10 of them. There are 595 delegates at stake. Donald Trump is going to get a couple hundred, maybe 300 or more, based unless everything changes from one debate. And the campaign pros can tell me more. But normally, look, Rubio and Cruz peeled his skin off. They questioned his conservatism and they questioned his personal character. The lawsuits, the hiring the foreign workers, the hiring the illegal workers. So it was both character questions and conservative questions. But I get that he's tough. I get that he's a change but his support is very solid. And once your support, the cement starts to dry, it's hard to peel people away. And as long as they all stay in the race, Trump doesn't have to get new people. If he just keeps what he has, he's going to have a huge day on Tuesday and be 300-400 delegates ahead of them.
Yeah.
I think one of the most effective things that emerged tonight was this idea of Donald Trump ripping off the little guy. And they did that by talking about Trump University. They also did that, Rubio most effectively, by saying, listen, he has looked over American workers and instead went to hire illegal immigrants. And we know that is Trump's brand. It goes against the brand that he's trying to set aside.
Also
here, which is
referencing these 200 undocumented Polish workers who were used. Right. A lawsuit which has been going on for, I think, decades.
Right, because he's the one who says, I'm the grand protector of America, of American workers. I'm going to make it great again. Marco Rubio had that line, which was also pretty effective. And he said, listen, if you build the wall, who's going to do it? It's going to be illegal immigrants if we look at your record and see what you've done so far. So I think if they carry that through.